Like, it does that. It collects very well.
Nigga, wait, what kind of grinder you got? King Talk, bro. Grab that shit.
When was the last time you emptied it? Or used any?
I'm the type of guy, I like to use mine like I'm weird. I'm like Christmas is coming up, I'll probably use some Keef. Then New Year's, I'll probably empty this whole shit. Like every spliff I roll on New Year's.
I get you.
I'll probably hold it from New Year's, probably all the way to 420. And then I'll probably use
so you want to do that? Let's do that.
Yeah,
I won't touch my shit. And then we can do a 420 episode.
I'm gonna get high.
We can do some hot shit for 420.
Nigga.
We should go to California for fucking 420, bro. Record out there. I don't know what the world is gonna be looking like by then.
This is, bro, I'm not even gonna roll the Keef slip today because I'm already high.
Like, what kind of grinder is it?
Bro, this is the cheapest grinder I've bought, the most efficient grinder I've bought, the biggest grinder I've bought. Don't worry about the price.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, if you want to collect some Keef,
put some money in your grinder.
you want to collect some Keef, I suggest you go look for some King Top grinders on Amazon. Not too expensive. It does more work than the more expensive grinders I've had. So my roommate used to have this shit, and then I was like, damn, he's collecting. I remember he had a whole capsule full of just Keef, and I was like, yeah, I need that grinder. I bought it, and same results. If you were a weed, describe yourself. From your looks, your smell, the feel.
I think if I was a weeds, I think I would be a little. First of all, I'm definitely gonna be covered in the trichomes because that's just mandatory. I feel like I want to pull up with what you need, and that's what you need. You need trichomes. And then also, I think I would be dense. I think it would be a dense nug with some orange hairs on it.
Okay.
Not too purple though. I like the purple. Purple's nice to look at and all, but that's just, because whether it's indoor or outdoor, and then, all the little extra additives and shit they be doing. So I would definitely be a dense weed, and that it's just gonna break up real nice and a lot more than you expected. I think I would be dank too. I think I would be a dank ass weed. Yeah, like you can't even put it in the jar. Like when it's in your pocket, niggas know that's you. Like, damn, you smell this nigga from across the room. Like as soon as you walk in, like you know that's P Kush. Yeah, that's P Kush. Watch, you stay on the lookout. I'm gonna have my own string on the streets in a few years, man. Yeah, it's gonna be P Kush.
P Kush.
It's gonna be P Kush, and then I'm gonna be a Kush because I love the Kush. And then so I think that's what I would be. A dank, dense, high-ass weed, about 28 THC, all that, with a little bit of CBD for the healing. Oh yeah, and then like the high, I would like to think it'd be a chill high with a little burst of energy at the beginning, and then you kind of just mellow out and you chilling, but not too sleepy. I know I love to be in the couch sometimes, but I don't want you in the couch when you smoke the P Kush. I want you a little up and a little active, playing games or something.
I'll take an 8, please.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't even do that because we about to do the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cheating.
No, yeah. We're gonna get back to my Sharan.
But wait. Tell me what you are first, and then we're gonna do the challenge for the people.
I'm definitely gonna be covered in bathed in trichomes. This is gonna be a very photogenic bud. This is gonna be cured so damn good. Like you barely can get your hands on this shit. You can barely get your hands on me. Alright, but I'm gonna have to do a little 3-way cross. I'm gonna cross this shit, and I'm crossed with some GMO. Some GMO.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go some wedding cake in there. I'm gonna cross with a little bit of wedding cake. And honestly, I'm probably naming these shits that are all already crossed anyway. Like I really just don't know. So we got some wedding cake. We got some GMO. And then lastly, I'm gonna be crossed with a little bit of. I'm gonna go gelato 41 on this one. I'm gonna go the Dirt Nowinski way. Gelato 41, wedding cake, and some GMO I'm gonna be fucking crossed with. And let's see, I'm not too dense, but not too fluffy, just right in the middle of it. And it's gonna break down perfectly. Like when you break it down, you're gonna get more than what you expect. I wanna give people a surprise. Smell, it's gonna be gassy, but it's gonna be a little bit citrusy. Like you're gonna smell that citrusy smell in it, but
Love the citrus.
you're gonna get that gassy smell.
That's proper.
And then what else we got? My effects. It's gonna be like this, like you smoke in, come a little more social, you chill, you're just calm, the nerves are just calmed down, but you're not too high. I'm gonna go indica hybrid on this one. Like you're just not too high, like where you can't do shit.
Right.
But yeah, you're gonna feel good. It's gonna feel good.
I know when I smoke though, no matter what I smoke, I get less social. Like I don't really want.
You do? I feel like.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who I'm with, but
yeah, that's a big determining key.
So we saw Wiz Khalifa do a 30-second roll-up challenge the other day, and we thought we were gonna match that energy.
Busting Wiz ass.
He wrote a doobie. So
busting his ass. You heard it first.
yeah, I'm gonna have to bust his ass. 30. Alright. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Go. Bop.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Making a mess. Weed complete. Next. Damn, I feel like I'm gonna do it though. Oh shit, 10 seconds in this motherfucker. I'm not gonna do it. Oh my gosh, I'm pouring coffee here. Yo.
Ah, fuck, are we out of time? This is some bullshit.
Probably are, but
This is some bullshit. I'm out of time, we gotta be.
we gotta be blood. I did that in less than a minute though. I will say I did that in less than a minute. This is the doink. This shit's probably like about 1.6, 1.7. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. This is the doink.
My shit ain't nothing. It ain't
Yeah,
never
I
gonna be
just-
nothing. Damn. Bullshit ass Jay.
Hey.
And I'm
We
gonna
didn't get it probably, but we'll put a timer on that while.
Yeah, so listen, y'all go ahead, put your timers up, and you let us know how you did. I was probably about a minute, something like that.
I was
It's gonna
pouring
smoke
grog
this thing.
in this. I don't even know how efficient this slip is gonna be.
Yeah, so I mean,
Watch this shit.
I don't like that. How do you feel about like kids smoking? Like not like children, but obviously like well, I mean, we all picked up smoking kind of late. I feel like
I did, yeah.
I might have been like the earliest out of all of us.
You might have been.
And I was still pretty late, but like, let's just say beginning of high school, because I know niggas that's been smoking since 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
I think that's out.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not.
I'm not going for that.
Like, I mean, one, I will say the world is changing.
Right.
Cause like,
I mean, if it ain't medical, bro, because like I don't think there's that many repercussions and consequences to smoking it at an early age. But I don't agree with it. I think you need to figure yourself out. I think you need to figure things out and just like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can get wrapped up in it. Because I feel like at that point, that's when you become like burnt out and shit. Like I don't need you burnt out by the time you're 20. Like all because you was smoking in 7th grade. Like
yeah. I mean,
but like I mean, they probably don't even let children smoke it. They probably give it to them in different ways when it's medical. But for medical purposes, I'm definitely all for that.
They definitely don't let them smoke
Because because like I know the kids with the seizures and stuff, they just got to get it like in the nasal sprays and
textures. I don't even know what it's called, but it's when they do like the fucking like just like the oil right under the tongue. It's just like a capillary bed right there that takes all the fucking cannabinoids and whatever.
What else was I seeing? Like this one girl, I was watching this show called We the Kid. Y'all should tap into that. It's very, the first episode was very educational. Off top, this lady said, whatever, for 4 years, her daughter's cancer came in and out. So, I think it was like leukemia too, or some crazy drastic ass shit like that. And it just kept coming back. And they finally came back for a 4th time, and the mom was like, nah, like, the chemo shit, we're done with it. That's it. So she started giving her concentrated THC doses, and that little girl was high as a kite in that episode. It's medical, but for medical purposes, I'm definitely all for that.
They definitely don't let them smoke
because because like I know the kids with the seizures and stuff, they just got to get it like in the nasal sprays and
textures. I don't know what it's called, but it's when they do like the fucking like just like the oil right under the tongue and shit.
Yeah.
Like capillary bed right here that takes all the fucking cannabinoids.
Yeah. What else was I seeing? Like this one girl, I was watching this show called We the Kid. Y'all should tap into that. It's very, the first episode was very educational. Off top, this lady said, whatever, for 4 years, her daughter's cancer came in and out. So, I think it was like leukemia too, or some crazy drastic ass shit like that. And it just kept coming back. And they finally came back for a 4th time, and the mom was like, nah, like, the chemo shit, we're done with it. That's it. So she started giving her concentrated THC doses, and that little girl was high as a kite in that episode, bro. That shit was hilarious. Like she was sitting on the swing with her glass, like she was so high she had to wear glasses, and I didn't even realize that until I was done watching it. And I was like, oh, that's probably why she's got glasses. That little girl's gotta be blasted. But what I'm saying is, so she was doing that, and it was in a syringe. So I don't know. I forgot if she was like putting it in her food or just giving it like under the tongue or something like that. I forgot how it was administered, but she was doing that, and she was taking 3 2-gram concentrated THC doses a day or something like that, and basically doing that, and then she did like 1 or 2 chemos a year, and then basically after that, the mom said, I didn't want to say I cured it, but all I know is it never came back. And so like for that sense, and for a lot of things, and she's obviously, that's just an isolated incident, but I know I do a lot of reading on that, and there's a lot of instances where people are switching from chemo to cannabis and CBD and THC.
Yeah, so I heard like chemo, that should be having one nauseous.
Bro, you know what I'm saying, right?
THC helps with that.
And so like in that instance, I definitely don't mind it at all, but I don't even think she was smoking it, so I don't know if they let kids smoke it, but in terms of teenagers.
You ever heard of like a strand called like Charlotte's Web, which is it's like a strand that's higher in higher in CBD than THC, which is like, I mean, they have them, but like it's not really what people really want, because you're not getting as high as you would with THC and CBD.
Right.
But yeah, this one little girl, I forgot where she was from, but she used to have like 80 to 100 seizures a day. Like it was a problem. Like, it was just bad.
No, I heard about that.
I guess it's like this group, this brothers, I think in like Colorado or something, where they pretty much they have like their own farm and stuff, and they had this strand of Charlotte's Web. And the parents at first didn't want to do it, but they went to go talk to the guys, and then the guys, they didn't even want to do it at all either. They didn't want to like give the weed to the kids at all.
Right.
But they seen her story and how much seizures she was really having, and then like their strand was really just helping her. So then her mom just kept coming back, and then they finally decided to name like the strand like Charlotte's Web, because
So Charlotte was the girl?
Yeah, something like that. She just kept having too many seizures.
Yeah, nah. And I was reading one about this boy who would have like 100 seizures a day, and they gave him this nasal spray. I couldn't remember if it was THC or CBD, but then they ended up giving him this nasal spray, and he went from like hundreds of seizures a day to 2 on a bad day. And it was just crazy seeing that, because I was like, wow, like weed is really universal. Weed is for the kids. Weed is for the grown-ups. I mean, and not for the kids in terms of recreational. Like I don't think kids should just be sitting here baked up. But if you got your real medical purposes and reasons for it, like I don't agree with letting a child suffer, and I don't believe that weed is that hard.
They don't have to smoke it.
Exactly.
Like you
exactly.
could cook it with pills, you could put it in tea. Like
right.
There's just so many ways.
So if you got to get your kid right, go get your kid right. But if I walk in a room and my 12-year-old is getting high or something,
it's gonna be a problem.
That's a problem.
I'm on that ass. You hear that? I'm on that ass for my kid listen.
Yeah, honestly, I think just off of principalities, just sneak around. I'm not gonna be hella tight, because I mean,
just let me know when you want to get high.
That's just what I had to do. And it's crazy, because I'm in the smoke shop. I ran into a store with this lady, and she seen her, she saw me talking to the dude or whatever, and then like I guess she just liked the way I was talking, and she started asking me questions about weed or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, so like what strains do you think is this, that, and the third? And she's with her daughter, and obviously I'm gonna just assume her daughter's of age, but her daughter was like 16, 17, and then she was like, yeah, you know, I'm a working mom, da 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 da. Gave me a little background, and she was like, I found out she was like taking my weed, and then one day it was just like, listen, you're not gonna keep taking my weed, like we gonna just do this together, and whatever, whatever. And she was like, I'd rather do it here in the home with my daughter than have her out there doing it anyways. And then I was like, well, at that point, and she was like, you know, don't judge me, baby, don't judge me. And I'm like, listen, I've been smoking since 16, 17 myself. I was like, I'm not here to judge you. And then as I keep learning more about weed, there's really not much to judge you on. Like you talking to the right one. Like if you wanted to talk to anybody about this and get that off your chest, I was like, I'm definitely the person for that, because I'm not here to judge you. Like if that's what you feel to keep your daughter's safety at a premium, then do that, because I agree with that. Like
I'd rather know what my kids doing.
right, you rather know what type of weed they smoking, because growing up, you was copping dime bags from whoever had the weed man's number. You was copping the dime bag from whoever got 555. We gonna do
the gas station. Yo, I got some.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like it was. And then remember, we spent all that time out in New Haven, for college and shit, and all that K2 was killing people. Remember that K2 pandemic that was going on?